Grace Plaquemine Police Chief Kenny Payne turned himself in today.
He posted a $25,000 cash bond and walked right out the front door and said very little. The investigative unit and WBRZ cameras were the only ones there for his release. Here's Chris Nakamoto.
Michael Sylvia, Chief Kenny Payne is facing 5 felony charges, accused of asking for sexual favors to have charges dropped. As the investigation went on, investigators say they found much more.
Good morning, Chief. How you doing?
How you think I'm doing?
Decades-long Plaquemine police employee and now disgraced police chief Kenny Payne responding to our cameras Tuesday morning with a rhetorical question, moments after he spent $25,000 in cash to get out of jail.
Is there anything you want to say?
Yeah.
You feeling good, pretty good, though?
Oh, yeah.
Good spirit?
Oh, yeah. Well as can be expected.
Payne is accused of soliciting sexual favors from this woman.
I said, Mr. Kenny, I can't do that.
In exchange to have charges dropped against her boyfriend.
I'm not the only person he did this to.
She went to authorities instead, leading to Monday's 5-count felony indictment. Part of that indictment claims Payne forced an employee of the Plaquemine Police Department to delete text messages pertaining to the alleged sexual favors. And that's not all. He's also accused of asking Sheriff Brett Stassi not to investigate him. Now that Kenny Payne is out of jail, part of his bond conditions include not having any harassing contact with 4 women who are employed by the Plaquemine Police Department. In court yesterday, Judge Alvin Batiste referred to those women as victims. Strangely, though, those bond conditions are not listed anywhere with the clerk of court's office or with the jail. District Attorney Tony Clayton,
we would ultimately end up with the conviction,
spoke to us after Monday's grand jury hearing.
The judge issued an order that the judge issued a warrant for his arrest, and if he were to make bond, that one of the conditions is that he's not to harass those ladies.
How can he do that when he's their direct supervisor?
Well, I mean, that's out of my lane. My lane is to present evidence to a jury now, and that's what we plan on doing.
Tonight, we've also learned Payne was using the city of Plaquemine storage shed to store his personal belongings, which led to another malfeasance charge. Payne was seen driving a silver truck around town today after posting bond. He told us last week he has no intentions of resigning.
We believe the evidence is overwhelming, and we plan to go forward as the grand jury just gave us the go-ahead to do, and we will be presenting this to a jury to determine the guilt of innocence of Chief Kenny Payne.
Payne is due back in court in January. Because he is an elected police chief, he can keep working even though he's been indicted. He would only need to resign if he's convicted. Sylvia?
Chris, thank you.